Dear viewers, hope you are all well. I am MD Shamsul Alam. Welcome you all to my today's discussion session. My today's discussion point is professional LinkedIn profile. Now I know that LinkedIn has become a very common topic to every one of us. We all are using LinkedIn. Some maybe most effectively, some a bit less. Just to give a brief background on or short background on the LinkedIn, LinkedIn can really help a professional in many ways. So personally, I am using LinkedIn for 6 different works. Now one is personal and professional branding. So LinkedIn is a social platform. It has 760 million members from over 200 countries. So one of the best place for your branding. Second is for networking. So if you look at social media or Facebook, so there everybody has a lot of personal content. So usually getting a networking connection on Facebook to a completely unknown person is a bit tough. But if you look at LinkedIn, so everybody comes to LinkedIn for networking, and there is mostly everybody has only professional content. So it's much easier for anybody to do networking not only in his country, his or her country, but also globally and with also different level of people in the organization. Third is marketing. So LinkedIn is not used for like a mass marketing, but for strategic or very specific marketing, LinkedIn can be used very effectively. Fourth is information collection. So if you look at the corporate world, so almost all the corporate organization globally is present in LinkedIn. They usually share all their latest development, latest plan, latest idea, latest innovation, all the latest news in LinkedIn. And also there are hundreds of discussion forum and many write up news on the latest development on different aspect or part. So you can really follow those, read those, and that can be a very good source for a latest information for any individual. Next is training. So LinkedIn has a huge training portfolio and a substantial part of it is completely free of cost. So I do that training very frequently or very regularly. So they are nicely developed and course training sessions. So for any topic, like for any personal development, if you are looking for any personal or any particular topics, you can go, you can search for that, you can attend those training. It will tremendously help you for your personal development, and in addition, once the training is completed, a certificate will also be added to your portfolio. Last but not least, job searching and job getting. So at any given point of time, if you look at LinkedIn, there will be 1.3 to 1.4 million jobs globally posted in LinkedIn. So wherever you are, in which country you are, you can always go to LinkedIn to find relevant job in your country, as well as if you have any interested country outside of your country, you can find the jobs for that country and apply from wherever you are. So that's a very big advantage that you can use from LinkedIn. So that was the short background of it. And then if I come to the today's main discussion point, that is the LinkedIn profile. Now if you search at internet about first impression, you will see there are a lot of statistics, survey and results. So those specify that some 7 second and 12 second, 15 second, or highest is 30 seconds. So within this 7 to 30 second, one viewers, when he is viewing your portfolio or your profile or your CV or resume, whether consciously or unconsciously, he or she instantly makes an impression out of it. So our main intent of subsequent discussion today is that, like this individual, if I take an average, maybe it's a 20 second. So within this 20 second, when that individual looks at the LinkedIn profile of ours ourselves, that individual creates a positive impression. So LinkedIn has a lot of segments. It is very difficult to discuss the full thing in one session. So the three main segments which like instantly will catch your eyes in LinkedIn, I will try to discuss those today. So one is this profile image. So as soon as you open a LinkedIn profile, immediately the image will come in front of you. Second is the headline, and third is the LinkedIn summary, which is also denoted as about in LinkedIn. So now coming to the first point, the profile image. So profile image, like again as I said at the initial discussion, that it's a professional platform, but it doesn't mean that you have to give a very professional photograph, because it's a social platform also. So the idea is that you have to mix between this professional and social idea in single picture. So I know it's a difficult thing because everybody's preference is different. Whatever I like, your preference may not be the same thing. So the way I see it, or the way I actually recommend, that whatever the picture you give, you just think of that like when you are talking to an unknown person, how you are expecting that person to appear in front of you, because your profile will be seen by mostly unknown people. If I try to explain through example, let's say you are talking to me, you don't know me. So what you will expect? So when you are talking to me, you expect that I will be looking at you. If you are talking to me and I am looking at east to west, north, south, left and right, you will definitely not like it. So the person should look at the camera when he is taking the picture, so that the individual who is viewing the profile picture, it appears that you are looking at him. Similarly, like you will expect that I will have a lively face. It's not that I will be very angry, or I will be in a mood, or I will be in a bad mood, something like that. So you will be expecting me to have a lively face with a small smile or something like that. You will expect me to be fresh. It's not that just I came or I got wake up from the sleep, or I ran for 1 mile completely sweating and coming in front of you. You will definitely not prefer it. You will expect that my hair will be combed, or will be a decent look. Also I will be wearing a decent dress. That is your expectation. So if you can ensure these points in your picture, whatever the picture comes out of it, that's a decent picture in my view. You can keep it in profile picture. Background, like it's up to you. It doesn't have to be always black and white or completely blue or something like that. You can give a background outside of your house, or some sea beach or wherever is there. Just ensure that your background does not put up any controversial note in your picture, or does not destroy your total appearance. As long as that is there, any background you can put it, not an issue. So the another point on the picture is that once you upload the picture, it doesn't mean that you cannot change it. So my strong recommendation is that whatever the picture, based on a guideline you come up with, you upload it to your profile, and then you seek feedback from your surroundings, that okay, I have uploaded this picture, please candidly tell me how this is. So if people gives a negative feedback to you, don't try to defend. Change the picture, put up another picture. So once you see that most of the people are saying that okay, this is a good picture which is representing you as a confident person, lively person, and then it is making a feel good factor about you from looking at the picture, keep that as your profile picture. Now on profile picture, another point is that just behind your profile picture, you will see that in LinkedIn there is a blue backdrop. In that blue backdrop there is a camera icon. If you click it, you can change that backdrop also. So my recommendation is that as you are already giving your profile picture in there, so please don't give another profile picture in your background. So you can give a nice cool background in there, not an issue. Or you can give a one-liner motivational word which represents your belief, or let's say your work. If I give an example, let's say you are working as a business analyst, or business strategic analyst. So you can just mention in there that a good strategy is key to any success. A simple one-liner which represent your professional role, your personal belief very clearly. But don't give any picture which, again, as I am saying, that makes your profile picture look bad. If you are having too much of confusion, you don't have to put anything on the backdrop. Keep the blue backdrop which is provided by LinkedIn, which is quite decent, which is not bad. So this is about the profile pictures. The second point is the headline. Headline is just below the profile picture, whatever the writing is there, it is the headline. So if you are, let's say, experienced professional, have multiple years of professional experience, so what LinkedIn does, whatever your latest job position and the company, they put it as the headline in there. So many people believe that that is the ideal case and it should be like that. So in a way I also believe that. So let's say you are working as a project manager in Ericsson and you want to build up your professional career also in project management. So whatever is your designation and whatever your professional path or professional like aspiration, everything is matching. So there is no requirement of changing that. However, let's say you want to be a bit adventurous, like you want to describe a little bit more about you, and also you want to diversify. So let's say if I give an example, you are a programming manager at ABCD company. So you can write like programming manager at ABCD company. Now many people give this number sign, I prefer the separator sign. So programming manager at ABCD, separator sign. Then few people give this specialist in, let's say specialist in C++, Java, PHP, Python programming language. My preference is that don't write this specialist in. So it's just keep the interest area. Let's say you want to develop your programming career in C++, Java, PHP or Python, mention those in there. Or you want to diversify, like you want to go to marketing, mention B2B or B2C, however you deemed suitable. Let's say you are in sales manager at XYZ company. So you write it, sales manager at XYZ company, give a separator and then put up your interest area. Let's say you want to do channel management, marketing, sales, B2B, B2C, business development, whatever your interest area, you put it in there. Let's say you are a fresh graduate or you are just a master's graduate, you have done masters in, let's say, economics. So you write in there the masters in economics and then interested in whatever the segment that you are interested in. Let's say you are interested in banking, management, marketing, business development, whatever the area you are interested in, you can mention in there. And then you can put another separator and then you can mention, let's say you are looking for a full-time opportunity. So you can write there, open for full-time opportunity or seeking for full-time opportunity. Now in the privacy setting of LinkedIn also there is an option, by clicking it you can declare yourself open for full-time employment or part-time employment, or you are not open for employment. So you can select that also. But again, I would recommend to write it in there. Let's say you are looking for a part-time employment, you are an honors student and you are going for a master's study. So you can write in there honors in your subject, master's candidate, interested in whatever the segment that you are interested in, another separator, and then you can mention that seeking for part-time employment. So the person will look at your profile picture and then this headline. So by this time he will get a decent idea about yourself. Now the third part is the LinkedIn profile summary, which is known as about in LinkedIn. So by default LinkedIn keeps it blank. If you click in there, LinkedIn also gives you a recommendation from itself. Usually I don't like the recommendation that LinkedIn comes up with, some 4 or 5 lines of quite monotonous writing. I always recommend to write it by your own self. Now if you look at your let's say other LinkedIn profiles, so you will see that, like let's say your profile summary is 5 lines, but when you are opening any LinkedIn profile, you will see that only first 2.5 lines are being visible, and then there is a button called see more. So here is the challenge for us. We have to write something interesting in that first 2.5 line, so that whoever is reading gets interested enough to read or click the see more and read the full profile summary, and then also get more interested to read your total profile. That's the challenge. So my recommendation is that you can make the profile summary in 3 parts, 3 segments, 3 paragraphs. So first para, you give your value. Second para, education, and third para, your forward-leaning future plan. Now what does I mean by value? Let's say you are a professional, you have some professional experience already. So you have 5-year experience, or let's say you have 3 years of experience. So you can mention in there that in my 3+ years of professional journey have achieved so and so. So whatever your achievement, don't give everything, just a key achievement in a summarized format. Please ensure that you don't mention something which is confidential to your company, or let's say confidential to somebody else's company. Don't mention that, or let's say don't try to misrepresent any information in that segment. This is going to hurt you very bad. Now let's say you can make it passive also, like instead of I have achieved $100 million of business, instead of because if that is a confidential information, you can mention that like have achieved substantial order from a key customer, which ensure that the customer gets these benefits, like customers productivity has increased or customers downtime has decreased, whatever the benefits, that you can mention in the first para. Then the second para is about your education. So there don't give your total life education history, just mention the last key education. And if you have any very key life changing training, you may have 10 training, but of them maybe 1 or 2 is the key training which has really impacted you. Mention that. And then the last para is your forward leaning statement. So let's say you are a graduate, you are looking for a postgraduate, or you are looking for a certification like PMP, or you are doing GRE, GMAT, SET, whatever is there. So mention that this is like you are planning. So you are going for a master's, or you are going for a postgraduate, or you are going for a PMP, like what you are trying to do and why, to excel your professional growth or expand your horizontal professional growth, whatever the reason. And then third is the segment, in which segment. So expand your professional growth in A, B, C, D segment, whatever. Just like in the headline you mention few of your interested segment, similarly here also you can mention your interested segment. Now one more point is that like in LinkedIn there is no place to put your contact details like your mobile number or your email address. So my recommendation is that here in the profile summary or in about, after you put up all this writing, mention your email address, that okay, I can be reached at ABCD, whatever your email address, put the email address in there. So this is for the professionals. Now you are a fresh graduate, you don't have the professional achievement, what to do? So again, you have, as an individual, you have some values. Like you may be a fast learner, you may be a self-motivated person, you may be a passionate person, you may be a hard worker. So mention that. Like you can start with that, I am a passionate individual who is self-motivated, hard worker, fast learner, and want to build up my professional career in so and so band. So that whoever is looking at it, he can understand that okay, obviously you are a fresh graduate, they will not expect you to have some professional achievement, but as an individual you have some values. You can add there also, like if you are a good sportsman, if you are very good at football, rugby, cricket, table tennis, whatever is there, you can mention that. If you are a good dancer, if you are a good debater, good singer, good painter, mention it there. Like highlight your values in there, so that the person who is looking at your profile knows that okay, you are a valuable person. Second is your obviously this education. So again, I forgot to tell earlier, so for education you can make it a bit interesting. So instead of like I have passed from ABCD University, you can mention in it a more interesting way, like one of the greatest university of my state, located in there from last 100 years, passed from there with this and this graduation, just to make it a bit interesting, no, so that it doesn't sound monotonous to the person who is looking at it. Then if you have any training in there, online training or whatever is there, mention one or two in there, not the total full list. And third again is the identical thing as for the professional. What is your future plan? Like if you are looking for any post graduation or any sort of certification or any training, so what you are looking for, why you are looking for, in which segment, and then the email address. So then this will effectively close your profile summary or about. Now here couple of points. So one is that like this headline and your profile summary, there must not be any spell mistake, and it should not be like a incomplete sentence, because our main intention is to create a positive impression. But if you are making like in this place spell mistake or incomplete sentence, then actually it is going to hurt you badly. It is going to be a boomerang, and it is going to create a bad impression for you. So my recommendation is that both these two segments you write it in MS Word or something like that, which has a automatic spell correction facility. And again, for spell correction, please be mindful. So sometimes what happens that auto spell correction, they do the correction, but they recommend a word probably which is you are not thinking that this will be the word. So once the spell correction is done, please carefully read the word so that it is the word that you are looking for. So the next thing is that like if you are writing the profile summary, a lot of time it happens to me that it always starts with I. Like I have passed, I have done, I am a, or I am something. So all the lines start with I. I. It looks bad, and in the professional world, people doesn't always appreciate too much of I. It actually represents that you are too much self-centric and not a team player. So very easy resolution for that. So you write it, whatever you want to write, you write it in the there, and then you remove the I part. So if I give an example, let's say I have passed from ABCD University. If you remove the I, then have passed from ABCD University, or I have achieved this and that. If you remove the I, have achieved this and that. I am a passionate individual. If you remove the I am a passionate individual, the same meaning. 95% cases it will be the same meaning. 5% cases just you have to see it, and then maybe you can put up some your innovation in there, so that like it doesn't start with always an I. Another third thing is that if you please visit the LinkedIn quite frequently. What happens that in the LinkedIn you will see a lot of people, and few of their profile is so fantastic. I sometimes feel just to look at those profiles for sometimes it is so beautiful and so beautifully managed. So see those profiles, have an idea, implement your own thinking and innovation, and then create a good profile and professional profile and nice profile. As I was saying, that 20 seconds. So usually what happens that when an individual looks at your profile, around 5 seconds is spent at your picture, another 5 seconds for your headline, and then 10 seconds for your professional profile or summary or the about. So within 20 seconds, he will have an impression. And our main intent is that that impression should be a positive impression. So that was what actually I had to share today with all of you. And like please, like as I said, try to see that you make a very good professional and attractive profile, so that it helps you even more, whatever the purpose that you are like working in, or you are actually visiting LinkedIn for. And in the meantime, let's say if you want any external view that you have filled up the profile, Then you can share the link of your profile also in the comment box of this video. I will try to visit that profile of yours, and if I have any comments or any suggestion from my thinking, I will try to share with you individually, so that you can just have a look at it, either to like follow or apply those idea, or like if you feel that you would like to maintain your present position, up to you. But if you want, I can try to like have a look at anybody's profile if you are giving that in the comment box. So thanks everyone for bearing with me till now. We'll see you again maybe in some other video. Thanks everyone. Have a nice day.